LT.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? And welcome to another exciting episode of Channel X. It's Friday night and the moon is bright. It is really. It's bright out there, but the weather is nice. So, TGIF, everybody, we made it. Made it to another week. And I am your host, TomDog247, and as always, I'm Tom Dog all day and Tom Dog all night. Woo, baby, alright. Quick apology, as I already mentioned before on my live stream earlier today, that I was going to do an episode last night, which was a Thursday. However, unfortunately, I couldn't really come up with anything, so I was not too thrilled about it. I didn't have all my material ready and everything like that, so I do apologize for that. But I had a good live stream earlier this morning, so that was really good. A lot of people watched, which that was really something. I had like about 50, well, right now it's up to 59 views, but the live stream was about 50 views, so that was pretty good. So right now that is the most watched show video that I've done for this year. So awesome right there. I'm actually glad for that. And so I'm just getting things set up here. Alright. So hope everybody has a great weekend. I know I will, because I am here as always. So, we're going to have a lot of fun here today, because today we're going to be talking about corporate businesses. Case in mind, the events that took place just recently, that I was supposed to discuss, but with all the talk about the gun violence and doing a special show for the ladies on International Women's Day and everything, I figured it'd be nice that I go ahead and did that way. So, but a couple weeks ago, it was announced that Toys R Us is, now we all know that
Hey there.
that Toys R Us is closing. But now it just got a little bit more complicated. It now just got a little bit more complicated because now every single Toys R Us store is shutting their doors. That's it. They're shutting their doors. Every single store around the globe, wherever that may be, whether it's in the U.S. or internationally. I'm sure they do something internationally. But yeah, that is the thing now. I hate to see it go. I really do. I really hate to see that go.
Boss.
So, it really is sad, and we're not going to spend too much time on it, because we've already discussed about this before, when the news did break about Toys R Us leaving at the beginning of the season, and I've took it upon myself to talk about. I also took it upon myself to put Jeffrey Giraffe in the Channel X Hall of Fame, because, hey. So we have another celebrity death. A lot of you young kids out there may not know who this guy is, but even when I was a child, I wasn't really that familiar with him. It's more my my father's time and everything. But I do know the character. I've seen a lot of stuff following this character. It goes Bozo the Clown. Um, Bozo the Clown actually is a beloved child figure in, I believe, the 1950s, maybe even 1960s. I don't know. But a really long time, and he actually passed away at the age of 89. He retired the character. In, I believe, in the 1990s. So, very sad to say the least, and everything. So, but I do know who he is and everything, and he's a very great character. And at this time, we're going to pay our respects by not only putting him into the Channel X Hall of Fame, but we're also going to do a moment of silence. So here we go, a little tribute to Bozo the Clown. Okay, so before we get started with today's show, let's do the plugs and all that other good shit that we always do each and every week. And that is, of course, the shout-outs. Let's do the shout-outs first. Big shout-out goes out to all my friends over at Gaming Pros and Otherwise, and Gaming Pros and Otherwise, and Gamer Geeks, and big followers of them, and we always have a great time on those channels over on Facebook. So come on in, join the fun, tell them Tom Dog sent ya. Also, a big shout out to my good friend, Channel X Hall of Famer Jen. Hope she's watching tonight. Big shout out to her. Former Bristol Beat DJ rather, radio personality, very, very fun to be around and everything. Very cool woman. Hope she's watching tonight. And big shout out to my good friend Marissa. Hope she's watching. If not, I'll force her to watch it tomorrow morning when I bring her to work. So, big shout out to her and everything. And do the plugs, not the hair plugs, or knows I don't need them. Loot Crate. If you have not yet subscribed to Loot Crate, you're missing out on some awesome stuff. Those in the East Coast may experience some delay on their scheduled arrival times of their boxes due to the snow that hit, and some areas lack thereof. But in some areas were very, very bad. So your box may be a little late. I was supposed to be getting my box today, but because of the snowstorm in other areas, that may come in tomorrow. Maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe tomorrow, if not Monday, the latest. So we'll soon see. But the theme of that one is playback. That one, I'm really looking forward to that, and I hope you're all going to be looking forward to the unboxing when I unveil it. So that's going to be really, really cool. They also announced a theme for April. I believe it was has to do with you know, like collecting and everything like that. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. There's going to be some Legend of Zelda stuff. Some big push for the Marvel event, for the new Infinite Wars movie for the Marvel Avengers. Definitely looking forward to that. And some other cool, nifty little items and everything. You're gonna love that. So we don't know what's going to be in the boxes and everything. So hopefully, but if you do not subscribe to Loot Crate, you'll miss out on that. So be sure to check it out, lootcrate.com, for your box today. And who knows, maybe you can you'll be able to save some money by getting a discount or so. Wish I had some discount codes for you, but we'll soon see. Funko, if you have not yet subscribed to their boxes, you definitely should. They're really awesome. They got the Marvel Collector, of course, Disney Legion of Collectors, and also Disney Treasures, as well as Smuggler's Bounty. Their hottest one, the Smuggler's Bounty, is really awesome. So be sure to check that out. Funko.com. Take you there and everything like that. Also, this show is brought to you by M&J Video Games and Collectibles. Trading your old video games and consoles, from retro video games, accessories, and systems. You can also trade in your DVD box sets and Blu-rays. You can also trade in your sports cards and novelty items, as well as wrestling collectibles and autographed items, spanning from sports, wrestling, and actors. There are 2 locations in the Connecticut area. If you happen to stop by in the Connecticut area, we will treat you well, and they will treat you well as well. Also, you could, for their locations to where they are at and list of events that they also have posted there too, you can check out their website at mjvideogamesandcollectibles.com. So, all right, so here we go. We're gonna have some. We're gonna try to have some fun here today because you know, lately we've been really passionate of our videos lately, of all their topics, especially with the gun, with the whole gun violence fiasco and everything. Heart goes out to the victims over in Texas, over the recent bombing that transpired there, and thank God the bomber blew himself up. Good for him. Glad he's dead. So, one less asshole to worry about, I suppose. So, but again, my heart goes out to everybody, all the victims in Texas there. My heart does go out to you guys. Sorry about that. Got pretty tired lately. Been sleeping an awful lot. I really have been, and it's not good. That's what happens when you get older. You get tired more. You do. You do. You may not notice that, but you do. But we're gonna have a good time here today, like we always do, because you know what? It's Channel X. It's Friday. Would have been nice on a Thursday because we always start the weekend early. So, but sorry for a little tardy to the party. So, I do apologize for that. But today's topic, we're going to be talking about um, businesses. Um, helps make the economy grow. And it could hurt. It, you know, with the fact that every single Toys R Us store is closing, that's a big problem. That really is a big problem because of the fact that, you know, it's a business. Yeah, we may survive as a community, but not fully. Because of the fact that, you know, I touched base about this. That's why we're not really going to talk a lot about that. Is because of the fact that without physical businesses, the economy is going to diminish. Whether you want to admit it or not, it will take a huge effect in our economy. Some may not think that it's a big deal, but it really is. Because online companies can only do so much, and without actual businesses, to stay afloat, your town's going to turn into a ghost town. And that's not good. And with the sudden shock of Toys R Us, it really is bad. It, you know, and you know, and I blame millennials for it. I do. You know, a lot of people may think that I'm crazy and everything like that, but yes, I do put the blame on the millennials because, you know, everybody, you know, they're all relying on their electronic devices, you know, like their cell phones or, you know, like their cell phones. And it's like, and everybody, and not just the millennials, but everybody who likes to do online shopping religiously. It's like you really do need physical shops to stay open, because if you're digitally shopping, you know, how are you going to try on the blouse? How are you going to try on that blouse for that big dinner meeting tomorrow night? How are you going to try on a pair of pants to make sure that they fit properly when you put them on? Or, you know, that sort of thing. It's tough. And you need those businesses that, you still need those businesses to stay open, because number one, it's easier to return the items other than having to wait a long period of time either to get your money back or to get the item that you paid for the right way. And when, you know, the number one excuse, the number one reason why nobody wants to go to these stores and just do the online shopping is for one reason. We don't want to waste gas. Well, I understand. I understand that. There's not. I don't really have a problem with online shopping unless I really, really need to. Unless I really, really need to. For example, my Loot Crate boxes. Online shopping. That counts. That counts as a profit. But then you have, the little things. Like, because when I go to the store, and if I know, like, for example, if I know what size shirt I'm gonna wear, then I can understand, because I'm a 2X. So I'm going to, I'm not going to worry about having to try on a shirt because I know what size I am. But as far as, with the pants, however, that's a different story, because, I could be one size today, and then the next day I could be a different size and the pants won't fit me. And then what? So it's like, that I will not buy a pair of pants if also those are also 2X, because that there is also fine as well too. So that I don't have a problem with. But what I do have a problem with is that the fact that people are relying too much of online shopping. They can get the wrong, I work in a warehouse that handles only online shopping. But we could be in a position where, like, if you don't want to return it to us, you could just send it to the store and say, hey, this doesn't fit me properly. Would I be able to exchange it? That sort of thing. So there are options. There are options. And I think, so I know what goes on in the retail. I've been in retail for a really long time, 20 years to be exact. 22 years to be exact. 21, 22, no matter. And the place that I worked for, a lot of you may not know this, but there was a store here, because I'm a New Englander, so which means that we cover, the states that cover the New England areas is Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. So that's the New England area. And one of the stores that I worked for was my very first job. I worked for a store called Bradley's, and that was a department store, which is similar to what Walmart and Target is today. I also worked for a company called Caldor during its final run of closing down. So and so it was pretty crazy, It was really, really crazy. And so it's something that I love doing. I love being in retail and everything like that. And ever since then, I've been fearing about stuff like that coming to a close and everything like that. And as a matter of fact, it's been 20 years now. It's going on 20 years since Caldors and Bradley's said bye-bye. Um, so yeah, this is a big deal. 20 years later, now Toys R Us is closing down, and um, Ames was another store. That was pretty big back in the day. Kmart is surprisingly still hanging on, but expect that to go bye-bye soon too. If there is still some stores, if a lot of them hasn't closed down, but it really is sad. And you're gonna see places like Target and Walmart. Maybe not Walmart so much, but Target, yes, because Target, yes, I can see happening. Um, but you cannot. But I don't expect Walmart to close anytime soon because they also do an online distribution. So, however, I don't like their online distribution, and I'll tell you why. I touched base about this a couple of Christmases ago, where they had during the whole fiasco of the Nintendo, the NES Mini Classic series, the Classic Mini, where scalpers were coming in and buying a lot of a lot of the inventory and selling them online for hundreds, even thousands of dollars. And I was mad. I was really mad because I wanted one and I had the money for it, but there wasn't enough demand for them, and so Nintendo stopped distribution of them. But now there's talks about them coming back next month, so that's really cool. But I was mad. I was still mad because of the fact that I wasn't able to get that, and it was horrible. It was absolutely horrible, and it hurt a lot of business. And it hurt a lot of business. It definitely hurt the business. Not just, Nintendo was fine. Financially Nintendo was fine. But what hurt the business was that I wanted to check, see how much they were online, because they still had a shipment over online. So I went on Walmart's website, and they had the posting NES Classic, NES Classic Mini, and it was selling it for $300. Maybe some of them were even $500. And I questioned that because the original retail value, the retail value of the NES Classic is $60. It was $59.99. Which was the actual retail value of that. And so I went on Walmart's website, and they were selling it for close to $500, $300, some even the $500. So that's when I did that rant video. You can check it out on my YouTube channel right now. And it was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. Now I sent a tweet over to Walmart on the Twitter page, and they responded by saying those aren't our actual prices. Those are third-party vendors that ship it out, and that's why they're pricing them like that. So I asked them. So I said, it's like, okay, so why is it not coming from so why are you allowing these outsiders to overprice the product, knowing that, well, that's hurting business for you guys, because it's pushing away from the customer, namely me. I am going to pay $60 for. I'm paying for what it's actually priced at. I'm not going to pay $500 for something that costs $60. Okay? So you are going to charge me $60, and that's how much I'm going to pay it for. And I am not going to pay the outsider's price. So either you price it at $60 or you lose a customer. And they didn't respond back. So that's what it is. And they didn't respond back because they knew that they was right. And that's the thing and I even went on Amazon's website, and they've also are guilty of the same thing, because the fact that they're allowing these other parties, and said, you do realize that you're hurting business by you are hurting business by allowing third-party vendors to overprice items that originally cost less than what they are. And it's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous that these companies like Walmart and Amazon overprice their products. And I bet you right now, if I were to go on Amazon's website, because they're really pushing it on the smartphones, and I'm trying to get rid of it, so I guess I'm stuck with it. And I'll even show you what I'm talking about. Case in point, let's put in SNES. Oops. Classic. Mini. SNES Classic Mini. Okay, so now the actual retail value of the Super NES Classic is $89.99, so that's $90. Okay. Amazon's Choice. Here we go. Here's the price of it. I don't know if you can see it that well. 107. $107.79. Now, so why the extra 20? So why the extra $20? So why the extra $10? I can understand the sales tax, but I can understand the sales tax. But if that's the case, then why just the sale? Why that? And it's excuse me. I mean that's ridiculous. I'd rather pay the $90. I mean if it is 107.76 in full, um, and that's included with and if that is included with the the hell was I saying now? The shipping and handling. Then this item is sold by a third-party seller. The discount is provided by Amazon. This is a limited time discount. So, okay, so this is a discounted item. So look at the discount. Okay? Look at the discount. Okay, so the original price is $107.79. So that means they only took down 3 cents. They only took out 3 cents. And it wasn't Amazon that did that. It was the third party. But it says discount provided by Amazon. Okay, this item is sold at a third party. The discount is provided by Amazon. This is a limited time discount. The discount does not apply to digital content. Discount good while supplies last or until withdrawn by Amazon. Shipping charges and taxes may apply to pre-discounted prices. Amazon reserves the right to modify or cancel the discount at any time. If any of the products or content related to the discount are returned, your refund will equal the amount you paid for the product or the content, subject to applicable refunded policies. So right then and there, I mean that's ridiculous. So that means now with the shipping and handling, you're paying more. You're going to pay more now. You're going to pay more for the shipping and handling. So sales tax here is 6%. So that means that we're probably going to get this now for 113 maybe. And there's free shipping, so we don't have to pay for the shipping and handling. And if you want to buy it used, it's $91.79. So technically, that pays it right there, which is ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. So let's now go to Walmart's website, and let's look at the price there. Okay, and I'm gonna use the same thing. You know. Okay. So I don't need to sign in or anything like that. So SNES Classic. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, it looks like they have it here for 85.25. So the price went down a little bit. So that's good. But they also have one here, which is the Famicom edition, and that's 107.71. So I can understand the prices there. They also have one also for 112.36. So okay, right then and there is okay. But there's also one here. But then when you go down the list, you see that there's some other prices here too. And the one that I'm going to be focusing on is the one that they have here for $250, which is $249.99, and that's this right here. And that one is sold and shipped by Bargain Sales Shop, which is right there. It's the second one in the picture. That's the second one in the picture. So it's this one right here. I'm zooming in on it right now, and yeah, $250 for an $80 console. That's ridiculous, folks. That really is ridiculous. I mean, you're better off getting the one that they have here for either $88.95 or $85.25, and they're sold by TechMax. All right, so right then and there, that is ridiculous. And you see where I'm going at with this, folks, is that you have an item. It's like you get like an item that you're interested in buying online, and you're getting overpriced by third-party distributors, and companies like Walmart and Amazon need to get rid of them. Okay, they really do need to get rid of them because of the fact that it's hurting business for the company itself. Walmart, Target, wherever. And it's sad. It really is sad that you have these wonderful companies being hurt by third-party vendors just so that they can just so that they can do that too. It's like they should hire they should have their own independent vendors, have it shipped out to them and everything like that, and then have it shipped out to them. And be done with it. Have their own vendor, have their own private, have their own independent vendor. They have their own truckers and everything like that, and have them shipped out. And as a matter of fact, I think they do, because of the fact that they have, they have these the trucks that say Walmart on the side. I mean, hello. I mean, Or if you're, if you're local, have like a distribution center locally. So let's say you live in California, okay? You live in California and you have a product that you want to order online. Well, you can get your own private vendor and you can have it shipped out to the customer on the same day. Have their own vehicles, have maybe let's just say you order a nice you order some an entertainment center, okay, for your television, stereo, consoles, whatever. You get like a nice it's nice and big, and only costs you like 200, maybe it'll probably run you about $200, and you get somebody to drive drive the van. Not talking about those pack mules that they have, but I'm talking about the just like a regular van. You know, like a minivan or something like that. The ones that you see that says Xfinity on the side or something like that. Those type of vans. What's wrong with having those type of vans? I mean, they have vans like that for Coca-Cola, and they distribute. They have some. But they only do that for small businesses and whatnot, which I want to do, by the way. I want to do that right away so I can get some free Coke. So, always wanted to do that. I always wanted to do that. Is that I'm a Coke distributor. Just so I can easily say that. But really, I'm sorry. But no, that shit's funny. You may not have found that funny, but I sure as hell did. Like, you didn't think of that. Which is why if I do any shopping online, I make sure I know what I'm going to buy and know what I'm going to pay for. Because if I'm not paying what I'm going to pay for, then I refuse to go online and pay for it, and I will just go down to the store and grab it. And if it's not important where I don't need to leave the house right away, then you know what? Then that's fine. I don't have to worry about leaving the house right away, because I know that if I'm going to get it, I will get it when I can. Or it's like, if it's not important, then I don't need to buy it right away. I really don't. I don't have to buy the product right away if I know that that's what I want. You see, if that makes any sense. So you need to have that balance. You really do. You really do need to have that balance if you want to keep businesses afloat. You need to have that balance to go to the store if you want to on your own leisure. But if it's something where you don't really need to get right away, but you want it, then and you don't feel like going to the store, or you don't feel like going shopping online, then you're going to have no choice. Oh, speaking of that, another thing that proposes an issue. Say, for example, that there are no stores to go to. Okay, let's just say that it's a bright, it's a nice day out. It's a nice day out. Maybe a little, but all of a sudden, a nearby transformer blows, and your town could be out of power, and there's like a blackout. Okay, let's just say that there's a blackout because a utility pole was down, like not too far from where you live, or a transformer blew, and those things happen because that happens over here a lot. So what happens if you can't go online? And you said, well, then I had no choice but to go to the store then. Okay, that's fine. But what if that store is not around anymore? You see what I'm getting? If you don't have, if there's no store to rely on once the power is out, if you like to do online shopping, then that's fine. You know, no one's telling you not to, but you need to have an alternative if you plan on buying something right then and there. If you plan on buying something right then and there, and you need to go, and you don't want to, and you were planning on ordering it online, but you can't order it online because of the fact that you have, a power outage in the area, and it could take months. It could take days. It could take months. It could take a long time. You know, remember that whole fiasco with the PS3? How long that took? It took like maybe about like a month or so to get back, and people wanted to buy some games online, but they couldn't because of the fact that their stuff was corrupted. And what did they do? Everybody went to GameStop, or everybody went to Target, everybody went to Walmart, just to buy a specific item that they wanted, just to buy the game that they wanted to buy. But they couldn't play it because you can't go online, and you would have to wait to go online until the online servers were back up. It happens. It happens. So there's many possibilities on as to why. There are many possibilities on what to do if you can't do what you originally wanted to do. So if you wanted to do online shopping and you're stuck in a situation where you can't go online, then you're going to have to rely on driving down to a nearby store, buying the product that you want to buy, and then going home. And it's going to suck for you because you're probably going to have to go out anyways because of the fact that you may have some stuff in your refrigerator that's spoiled. You won't be able to use the microwave, so you would have to rely on canned goods. Or going by to a nearby McDonald's or Taco Bell, or even a nearby Golden Garden. You can go down to all these places and everything like that, and just enjoy those things. But guess what? You can't, because you prefer to buy them online. Because you prefer to buy things online. So you rather starve than feed your family. And if it does require you to waste gas, then you're going to have no choice but to do so. Gas prices are going to go up regardless of how low it gets. Gas prices will keep going back up. And it sucks. It really does suck that it has to be that way. Where I'm more of a physical guy, so if I'm going to buy, if I want to buy a game, I'm going to buy a game. And if it's not on the store shelves and it's something I really want, then I'll be like, okay, then maybe I'll download it. But the only thing about downloading a game is that you don't get no value back if you choose to sell it later. You see where I'm getting? So if I were to let's just say I were to download Minecraft, or download Grand Theft Auto 5 rather. That seems more prominent. I were to download Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, if you were to sell, if you had a copy and you wanted to get rid of it, sometime later, you go and you get a percentage back. Now, in light of what you may have heard about GameStop's policies about about that joke that's been going, the meme that's been going around. Um, you know, it's like, you get like you get like a nice bookshelf full of games, and GameStop will only charge you 25 cents for all of them. That right there is stupid, because that's not even remotely true. Okay? Now, I go to GameStop countlessly, and yeah, I'm a rewards member, and I love the people that work there. I really do. I really do love the people that work there. And we always I always have a great time going in there, because we talk video games and everything like that. We just have a great we have a great time and everything. And I plug my YouTube channel and say, hey, this is what I do, and hope you can check that out, and I'll check your content as well too. That sort of thing. Having a good friend base to the customers, and not only that, not only that. If I were to get, let's just say if I were to get rid of let's just say I were to get rid of the Xbox One. Let's just say that. I get rid of the Xbox One. Okay. In light of what you may have heard about that, you're not gonna get $1 back. Okay, that's just virtually, that's stupid. That's stupid right there. You get like, whenever I sell a console, I always get half of what I paid for it. For example, I just recently got rid of the 3DS. I got rid of the 3DS XL. I paid I paid like close to $200 for it. And this was used. And this was also this was used. And so it was like $100 and some odd dollars. And that's including the discount, because I'm a rewards member, so I got it on a discount too. So it was like I think $179 I got it for. So I went ahead and got it, and then later on down the road, I got rid of it. I got rid of it because I wanted to save up to get the Switch. Unfortunately, that didn't happen, so I'm going to have to wait. And that sort of thing. So it hurts. It hurts. So when I got it back, I got it half of what I paid for. So technically, I got it for like $90. I got $90 back, because they were not only that too, they were running a sale. They were running a special deal. You were get more than what you paid. Get back more than what they were getting, like a little bit more. So I wound up getting, instead of $75, I wound up getting back $95, like $90. And so right then and there, I got a pretty good deal. And some of the games that I had was pretty high up there, because I had a couple Pokemon games. That jacked up the price a little bit. Same thing with Animal Crossing. I had Animal Crossing New Leaf, especially with the update and everything like that. The original it went down. The price went down to $20. I got it back for about for $20. So technically, I got the game. So technically, I got the game for free. So it was still, I still managed to get that for $20. get that back for $20. So that was really good. Then I had some other games as well too, and it was worth it. So all in total, I got close to $200. Close to 200 because I also got rid of some other stuff, especially some Xbox games that I wasn't going to play anymore. So yeah. So if you want to say that if you want to say that, so show me how I got 25 cents back with all that stuff. I'll be waiting right here. Okay? I'll be right here. And waiting for your response, because I can guarantee you that maybe the game that you're returning probably was damaged. You ever thought about that? Because you do get less than what you paid for if you're getting it if you bring it in damaged. So for example, if you have like multiple scratches on it and no case, guess what? The value drops. Okay? So if you keep it snug in its case, no scratches, no nothing, no issues with the problem, no problems, then guess what, folks? Then guess what? You're gonna get a lot. You'll get a lot back. Okay. So don't go and say that. Oh, I got a quarterback for Call of Duty World War II. Because I will show you how much you will legitimately get back. Now that we're on the subject. And I have it on speedrun too, so let's see. Trade. Games. Jesus, can I spell? Of Duty WW2. Okay. So, Call of Duty World War II, PlayStation 4, since... Okay? Now, the game is $60, okay? Trading credit, if you're a regular member, I mean, if you're not a member, you get $22 back. If you are a pro member, the trading credit value is $24.20. If you're an Elite Pro member, you get $26.40 back. So that's pretty much half of what you're paying it for anyways. So either or, you're getting 20-something dollars back. So you can't sit there and tell me that you're only going to get a nickel back, because I'm telling you right now, you're wrong. I would like to see actual proof see, when somebody questions me about that and say, listen, it's like, hey, Tom Dog, I only got 10 cents back from this Call of Duty game. Okay. Do you have the receipt? Do you have the receipt? It's like, no, I do not. Then you're lying. Because if I were to go, if I were to go on the website, right, on GameStop's website, and say that you only get 10 cents back, then I'll believe you. But you can't prove that. You won't be able to prove that because a lot of people don't know what a receipt is. So, but show me some tangible proof. I don't even care if you do like a hidden camera. I don't even care if you do like a hidden camera and do the transaction that way. Because I guarantee you, on their touchpad there, it's going to say whatever. It's going to say $20-something for that game. So it'll be meaningless. You see, it would mean nothing. Zero, zip, zilch, nada. Just saying. Just saying. So, well, before we throw this off of Mount Chiliad, and this is the LEG Retro Custom. We're going to be throwing this off of Mount Chiliad very, very shortly. So we haven't done that one yet. So let's go back to Toys R Us. And you know, it is sad, as I said, to see it go. And you know, I really wish that Toys R Us could have did something to still stay afloat. You know, to still stay in the game. They could have easily done like a merger with Macy's or wherever. You know, to still be kept, still missed out and everything. I think it would have been really cool. I think it would have. And personally, I think that it's a shame. You know, they could have easily done a merger, or they could have did online distribution. Just saying, they could have did some online distribution to still stay afloat. So now, where do we go from here? You know, where do we go from here? And not just you know, not just there, but what sucks is that they they could have easily did a merger or an online distribution, um, turned into like an online only warehouse. So I got to thinking, what's going to happen to Jeffrey the Giraffe? And I came up with 5 possibilities. That's right, we're going to push the envelope tonight, folks, because we got our top 5 things that Jeffrey the Giraffe could be doing now that he is retired. And why only 5? Well, we all know the reason. Because Susie's playing hard to get. Come on, give me some of that cash money. Give me some of that money. So here we go, top 5 things that Jeffrey the Giraffe will be doing now that he's no longer with Toys R Us. Number 5. This one's really shitty, so I'm throwing this out right away. Be a guest at Simba's coronation. Because of the fact that they're remaking Lion King, and it's going to be live action. So that's going to be really cool. Okay. Number 4. Survive the Wild. Okay, got ourselves a little boomerang effect going on there. So yeah, he's going to survive the wild. You know the hunters, stuff like that. I got to get rid of those hunters. But it gets better, trust me. Number 3. He's going to knock up another giraffe so April has another brother or sister to play with. April the giraffe gave birth last year. Was born last year. Number 2. Show pick. That's right. He's working for us now. We kidnapped Jeffrey, and he's gonna be working for us. There's me taking a selfie with him. I am so evil. Ladies and gentlemen, and the number 1 thing that Jeffrey the Giraffe will be doing now that he no longer works for Toys R Us, exclusive first look of Jeffrey Giraffe's sex tape, sponsored by AshleyMadison.com. So there you go. And that was your top 5. Top 5. Top 5. Push the envelope big time. Doing the top 5. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for your viewing pleasure, go. Here we go. Oh, that was a beauty. Oops. Not bad. Wasn't that disastrous? So, but in seriousness, though, it is sad that things the way it happened and everything like that, because of the fact that I'm a Toys R Us kid, and I'm not gonna grow up. I don't care how old I am. And it's sad. It really is sad. And I hate to see a good company like that grow, because of the fond memories that I have of the place. When I was a kid, was a lot of fun for me. They would have these events where you get to meet and greet your favorite cartoon character, Papa Smurf, Popeye, hell, even Felix the Cat stopped by once, and even Jeffrey himself. And it was really cool. It really is, and I hope that we all get to see Jeffrey the Giraffe one more time when they close their doors, and just to shake hands and be like thank you and everything like that. Still be that kid, because it's sad. It's sad to see a good place like that go, and I don't want to see. I really don't want to see that place go. And I'm hearing rumors about KB Toys making a comeback. Which I think that'll be really cool as well too. But I think that they should have they could have easily merged with someone in order to stay afloat, or just go back to or just do online distribution. And just turn Toys R Us into a marketing warehouse like Walmart, Macy's, and Amazon. I think they would still be in business today if they allowed you to do online shopping where you can get that delivered. I don't know if you can get some stuff online, but you would have to pick it up at the store. That sort of thing. But just be an online distribution only. I think they would still be in business. They would still be in business today. And then if you want to return the item, if it didn't meet your criteria or whatever, you can just easily return that to a nearby warehouse. That sort of thing. Companies like that, they need to think. So maybe that will happen. I don't know, but it's hard to say. And we hope to see you next time. We will see you all again here next week. That's all the time I have for today. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at TomDog247. Also, you can you can find me on here as well too. If you missed any of tonight's episode, you can go back and check it out. And if you want to look at the rant that I did that I mentioned earlier about that, you can also check that as well. And while you're at it, I'd like to know what you think about Toys R Us closing and everything like that. What it means to you. I welcome I welcome these responsible. You know, whether you're young or old, doesn't matter. I would like to know what you think about Toys R Us. I mean, yeah, some will say that that some of the prices were very expensive, which I can't argue with that. Um, I mean that's understandable. Um, but I was like, but to me personally, it's sad to see it go, and, I never want to see it end. So, um, leave in the comments in there and hit that like button. Um, also too, and more importantly, show your love by this channel by face hugging that subscribe button. We will see you again here next week, and until then, this is Tom Dog saying take care, so long, peace.